Vegas and Los Angeles, the world and his brother too, they're down on their knees, howling at the moon. Between here and Hawanaville, somebody's calling something to say you want, but you never will. Between here and somewhere far, there's a person you know, floating face down at the bottom of a jar. Where you going?
Ahora entonces, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a otra edición de Vinyl Monkey. Welcome everybody. That was in Spanish. If you didn't realise, I'll explain why I'm trying to practice my Spanish at every opportunity at the moment. But first of all, that intro music was the wonderful and now sadly the late David Thomas, the originator, lead singer, main songwriter of Pere Ubu, with track 2 from the brilliant Pennsylvania album that was High Waterville. And what a strange day today. I found one of my favourite t-shirts, File Under Punk, Pere Ubu, which I bought at the last time I seen them live, which, I don't know, was it 3 years ago? Was it 4 years ago? It was in London. It wasn't that long ago. David Thomas was clearly struggling with his health. But I got this t-shirt. It was my favourite t-shirt, but I lost it. Anyway, I've just found it in a carrier bag that I stuffed at the back of the bottom of the wardrobe behind some old shoes. So I thought, great, that was about 2 p.m. this afternoon. Then at 3 p.m. I got an email, YouTube notification from a lad called John C, who puts comments on my videos occasionally, very kindly of him, to let me know that, or asking me was I aware that David Thomas had died within the last couple of days, and I wasn't. I hadn't seen anything in the press, so I've been playing my Pere Ubu albums since 3 o'clock this afternoon, thinking about one of the true originals. He formed and led one of my favourite American bands of all time. He was unique, they were brave, they couldn't give a shit. I mean, he's remixed that particular track. That's perhaps one of his most tuneful melodic tracks in its original form, but he remixed some of these and he's given it a more sort of scuzzy sort of, yeah, slightly less smooth production on this on this remix, but brilliant stuff. Yeah, so he's to you, David Thomas. I'll be doing a special video on Pere Ubu, I think, in recognition of his passing in the near future. So yeah, what else has been happening music wise this week? Well, I think I've been to 4 gigs since my last video went out about a week and a half ago, and it's gone from sort of all ends of the cultural spectrum, if you like. We had a local charity band who sort of remix great classic singles and put a local twist on them, and they raise money for local charities. That's the Dean Crimden Dimension, absolutely brilliant. Seen a couple of bands the other night at one of the best blues clubs in the north. It's got to be the Steelies. It's in the Steelworks Club, but it's a club within a club, and absolutely brilliant bands week after week after week. And there were two on Sunday, both Tyneside stalwarts, Archie Brown and the Young Bucks and Stan the Band, both superb, playing their own compositions by and large. Brilliant stuff. And then on last Friday, I mentioned I was going to see Gabriel Moreno again, so I've been playing his stuff in anticipation, and that was another great gig. And I suppose without going on and on about these gigs, I just want to pay tribute to the people who actually put them on. In the case of the Fisherman's Arms, I mean, it's a venue with it's about 45 people, I think, maximum. And Glenn and Hazel, the licensees there, brilliant. They put these largely free music nights on, often raising a bob or two for charity. At the nursery, the brilliant pin drop sessions that bring some top artists to Hartlepool, organised by Brian Barnes. And then at the Steelies, Tommy Wormold, the legend that is Tommy Wormold, and the work these guys put in to bring these, I can't even imagine it. And so credit to them and all the people like them around the country who keep music live. So yeah, why was my introduction in Spanish, and what else have I been listening to? Well, I'm off to Cuba in the morning. First time I've ever travelled anywhere near that far in my life. It's been a sort of bit of a lifelong ambition since I became sort of really interested in the Cuban Revolution. I suppose from being a kid in the 60s, and now that it's really struggling, particularly after 60 years of horrendous USA blockades, economic blockades, and I just wanted to go and see what we could learn from a society that's trying to do things differently. So it's a sort of working holiday. There's meetings every day. We're getting the chance to visit people in their workplaces, hospitals, schools, factories, etc. Meeting Cuban people every day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I thought I'd play my only two Cuban LPs, and I'll play a little bit from them as we're as I'm talking through, just very briefly. So first of all, Reuben Gonzalez, and both the artists I'm going to talk about sort of both died within the last 20 years, and both in their 80s, I think. But Reuben Gonzalez, a pianist, I think he said he was inspired to some extent by Thelonious Monk, and you can hear that in there. This is a superb album. Both albums are brilliantly produced by World Circuit. Lovely stuff. Little booklets come with them as well. And Reuben Gonzalez, pianist. He is supported by some of the other musicians, Cachito Lopez on bass. I've written some of them down. Ramsey Rodriguez on drums. Let me see if I can get this on. And this one is Tres Lindas Cubanas. 3 beautiful Cuban women. And you can hear Monk's style, I think, in there, along with sort of Spanish rhythms. So Reuben Gonzalez, this is... Oh shit, I've pressed touch screen. Fuck me. Okay, now what do I do? Oh. I do apologies for that fucking language as well. Back to Reuben Gonzalez, who I was talking about. Cuban pianist. Superb stuff. This is from a shit. This is digital on a Vinyl Monkey analog channel, and I really don't. So anyway, I'm going to get on with this video. It's my last one for a few weeks because I'm going to be out and I won't be replying to any comments until I get back because there's no where I'm going. I understand that I won't be getting Wi-Fi and phone signals and all the rest of it. So yeah, the next one I've been listening to. What a superb singer, Ibram Fer. He sings a sort of Cuban bolero style, but he sings love songs that are so sophisticated. The lyrics here are absolutely superb, and they're happily being translated into a lovely booklet, so you can see them for yourselves. But this album, Mi Sueño, My Dream, I would definitely recommend, and we'll have a little bit of this is Ibram Fer. This is Herido de Sombras, Wounded by Shadows. What a mess this video is.
Herido de sombra, por tu ausencia estoy.
What a singer. He's backed by the brilliant Cuban pianist Reuben Gonzalez. Fonseca produced it as well. It's a gorgeous production. But it's effortless singing, absolutely effortless. And superb lyrics. Thanks. So that's Ibram Fer. And then lastly, yeah, so I'll be away for a few weeks. I won't be able to answer any comments, as I said. I normally try and get on top of them pretty much straight away, but yeah, David Thomas, Pere Ubu, passed away this week. Gonna do a special on Pere Ubu, but we're gonna go out with one of their early singles from 1976. This is taken from this, it's a compilation, an archival collection of their singles and other odds and sods collected onto one album called Terminal Tower, and this one is called Final Solution. Absolutely great song, and it sums up, I think, a lot of what Pere Ubu about. It's smart, it's clever, it's witty, it's got several potential meanings in there. It's edgy musically. Yeah, it's Pere Ubu at their very, very early stages. This is Final Solution. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks when I get back. Yeah.